Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? I hope you are all preparing well for your upcoming exam. The date has released finally by NTA, and from 27th June, your exam, English exam, is going to be held on 27th June. So you do not have time. From today, if you count, there is only 18 days left. 18 days left for your final exam. And also there are rumors, there are news that the exam date can be rescheduled, but I want you to not to think in such news, about such news. Instead, just keep focus and do concentrate on your revision practice. This should be your ultimate goal. Okay, so with this, at the end of the class I will give you surprise, because so for that you have to watch the full video. We have already solved marathon 1 and 2, and this is going to be your marathon 3, the third marathon. And all this marathon class is also very helpful, including all questions from all 10 units. So do not miss any single question, okay? Because at the end, leaving or missing one single question can be lose your 2 marks, make you lose your 2 marks. Okay, so with this, without delay, we are just going to start the class. Okay, so just do focus, concentrate, revise, retrieve, and do at this is the peak time for you. So do not make or go or try to get to the any new topics, because this will make you confused. Believe yourself, whatever you have done so far, that will helpful for you, enough for you. This is the time for revision, revision and revision. I have told you that we will do the quick revision, and yesterday I gave a poll for all the people, the students. They have selected the quick revision session that we will start. Sorry, quick revision series we will start. So stay tuned. And I could not upload videos for 3 days. I'm extremely sorry, because I lost all my data, PDF notes, because of my phone issues. I was extremely worried that what would you think, but finally I retrieved, and here I am with the marathon 3. So before starting the class, what you have to do like, share and subscribe. Subscription is must, everybody, so that you can get all the latest informations and updates about the channels, true news, everything. Because spreading false news and fake news is not in my dictionary. So that thing I won't do, and I won't allow my students to believe in such news. I also feel very angry on the people who try to fake or try to mislead the students. That is not tolerable at all. The students who already need a true guidance in their learning journey, how such people try to mislead or misguide them? Okay, so let's not waste any single time. I'm going to put you the first question on your screen, everybody. So here is the first question, and also do share this to more and more students, if you are a part of any such group, so that they can also join the class. Do watch till end. Okay, so the first question on your screen, as you can see, question number 201. In the last marathon we have finished 175 questions, right? The marathon 2 class, let me tell you, the class was very helpful. The question level was very helpful, and it's tricky, moderate, easy, each type of questions were there. I received very positive feedback from the students. So this class is also going to be very helpful. So I want you to not to miss any single questions, but to concentrate and focus and With this, let's start. The first question on your screen is, in cultural studies, which term refers to the process of viewing cultural practices and beliefs in terms of their relationship to power dynamics within society? Option you have cultural relativism, option B cultural imperialism, option C ideological criticism, and option D power knowledge. What could be the correct answer? Do read the question again. In cultural studies, which term refers to the process of viewing culture practices and beliefs in terms of their relationship to power dynamics within society? I hope the question is visible to you. Okay, so what could be the correct answer? I won't take too much time on the question, so let's see the correct answer of the question. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option C, that is ideological criticism. Okay, the process of viewing cultural practices and beliefs in terms of their relationship to power dynamics would be the ideological criticism. Next question, everyone. The idea of the cultural industry which critiques the commodification of culture under capitalism is primarily associated with which of the following scholars? Option A Pierre Bourdieu, option B Raymond Williams, option C Mark Horkheimer and Theodore Adorno, and option D Stuart Hall. What could be the correct answer? Option D is Stuart Hall. Tell me. Read the question yourself and guess the correct answer. This is the option 4. The idea of the culture industry which critiques the commodification of culture under capitalism, that primarily associated with which of these could be the correct answer? The writer, the theorist. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option C, Max Horkheimer and Theodore Adorno. Next question. Question is important. In cultural studies, the gaze refers to, this is the PYQs. The gaze refers to, who is the writer of the gaze, who gave the concept. In the previous class, the question was given. Option A, you have a psychological theory about how people form romantic attachments. Option B, the way in which media and culture produce a dominant perspective or way of seeing that affects the audience. Option C, the look in someone's eyes that signifies power. And option D, the attempt to challenge stereotypical representations of certain groups. In cultural studies, you have to find that what gaze refers. 4 options. What could be the correct answer? And finally, it's your channel. As I have told you, we have crossed the 400 subscribers. That means students are liking and supporting the channel. It's a good thing, and thank you so much for your lovely support, everybody. Within 3 months we have crossed this, because I started this from the holy month of Ramadan. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, the way in which media and culture produce a dominant perspective or way of seeing that affects the audience is gaze refers. This is what gaze mean. Okay, next question. Who introduced the concept of cultural hegemony to explain how ruling classes use ideology to maintain power in society? Cultural hegemony, you have already seen many times this question. Option A, Antonio Gramsci, option B, Stuart Hall, option C, Michael Foucault, and option D, Theodore Adorno. What could be the correct answer? This question is easy now. Cultural hegemony. The correct answer of this question is going to be the option A, Antonio Gramsci. If the question is easy, we won't take too much time on the question. Okay. Next question you have, which of the following theorists is known for their work on the concept of subaltern in post-colonial cultural studies? Option A, Edward Said, option B, Gayatri Spivak, option C, Jacques Derrida, and option D, Homi K. Bhabha. Whatever the NTA decides, you will eventually get to know, but it's a time for you to just focus and concentrate on your goal. So do as much as you can the practice, revision, mock test. I have told you, suggested you as a guide and a teacher. I have suggested you what you have to do. That will be helpful. What could be the correct answer? Subaltern. Correct answer of this question is option B, Gayatri Spivak. Next question, everybody. Here is the next question on your screen. Which of the following best describes intersectionality, a key concept in cultural studies? Option A, the idea that all cultures are fundamentally the same. Option B, the examination of how different aspects of identity, race, gender, class, etc. intersect and create unique social experience. And option C, the study of individual identity without regard to external social structures. And option D, the rejection of categorization in analyzing identity. What could be the correct answer? Intersectionality in cultural study is a key concept that best describes this term. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is the examination of how different aspects of identity, including race, gender, class, etc., intersect and create a unique social experience. This is what intersectionality refers in cultural studies. Next question. Which of the following best defines cultural capital, a concept developed by Pierre Bourdieu? Option A, the wealth and resources acquired by dominant classes. Option B, the ability to invest in economic markets. Option C, the social and cultural assets such as education, manners, taste that individuals use to gain social mobility. And option D, the ownership of cultural artifacts like paintings and sculptures. Cultural capital. What do you mean by this? Cultural capital described by the concept developed by Pierre Bourdieu. The correct answer of this question is option C, that is the social and cultural assets such as education, manners, taste, etc. that individuals use to gain social mobility. This is what cultural capital cultural capital refers, the concept developed by Pierre Bourdieu. Do remember everything, okay? Next question you have. The concept of polysemy, which refers to the multiple meanings that a cultural text or practice can generate, is most associated with which scholar? Option A, you have Roland Barthes. Option B, Stuart Hall. Option C, Michael Foucault. And option D, Judith Butler. Important. The concept of polysemy, which refers to the multiple meanings. This concept, the polysemy, refers to the multiple meanings that a cultural text or practice can generate, is most associated with which scholar? Who gave this concept, polysemy? Which scholar of these options? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, Stuart Hall. Option B is Stuart Hall. Do remember polysemy. I am writing with my hand. See. Next question, everybody. Which term refers to the way in which cultural practices and ideas are produced, consumed, and shaped by the global market? Option A, globalization. Option B, cultural imperialism. Option C, postmodernism. And option D, cultural nationalism. Again, it's important. The term that refers to that way in which cultural practices and ideas are produced and consumed and shaped by the global market. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option A, globalization. Next question, everybody. The theory of postmodernism in cultural studies challenges the distinction between option A, high culture and popular culture, option B, theoretical and practical knowledge, option C, national culture and transnational culture, and option D, intellectuals and the masses. Postmodernism theory in cultural studies challenges the distinction between. Correct answer. Do subscribe and share to the students. Do subscribe, everybody, if you are new to the channel. Correct answer of this question is everyone. Option A, high culture and popular culture. The theory of postmodernism in cultural studies challenge the distinction between high culture and popular culture. Cultural studies, do you remember now? I have told you while in the sharing the concept that the culture that created by the society and force on the people to follow. This is what that is how the culture creates. Next question you have, which of the following concepts in cultural studies refers to the way marginalized or oppressed groups is often depicted as other by the dominant culture? Dominant culture, the people who have power, who rule. In terms of anything, you can understand like this. Option A, the binary. Option B, Orientalism. Option C, hegemony. And option D, colonial discourse. Read the question again. While facing the exam questions, you have to read the question very carefully and get the correct meaning, crack the correct meaning, and then you will jump to the options and find out the correct answer. Which of the following concepts in cultural studies refers to the way the marginalized or oppressed group is often depicted as other by the dominant culture? The people who try to dominate the marginalized or oppressed group as other, that means they are nothing beyond the dominant people, the people who try to dominate them. Correct answer, Orientalism by Edward said. Next question, everybody. The banality, important, the banality of evil concept which suggests that harmful actions can be normalized through bureaucratic processes was introduced by option A, Michael Foucault, option B, Hannah Arendt, option C, Edward Said, and option D, Raymond Williams. The four options are visible to your screen now. The banality of evil concept which suggests that harmful actions can be normalized through bureaucratic processes was introduced by which of these writers? What could be the correct answer? Share the link to the more people so that they can also watch and prepare. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, Hannah Arendt. This is the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Next question you have, which of the following thinkers is closely associated with the development of the idea of micropolitics in cultural studies, focusing on the analysis of everyday practices as a site of resistance? Option A, Michael Foucault, option B, Jacques Derrida, option C, Antonio Gramsci, and option D, Stuart Hall. Who of these thinkers is closely associated with the development of the idea of micropolitics in cultural studies, focusing on the analysis of everyday practices as a site of resistance? Correct answer? Correct answer of this question is option A, Michael Foucault. Next question. Cultural imperialism refers to option A, the use of military force to impose cultural dominance, option B, the dominance of one culture over others, particularly through the spread of media and consumer culture, option C, the belief that one culture is superior to all others, and option D, the celebration of multiculturalism and diversity. Cultural imperialism refers to. Who is the writer? Do let me know in the comment. If you're watching the video now, I'm asking the questions, that do let me know. Do comment of such a specific question or answer or writer. Why are you not putting your answer? I know there are in the 400 subscribers within one day the videos are having more than 100 views, so I can expect that there are few students who are actually watching. So be the active learner, not passive. You have put the lead in your ear and just listening. react, be active while listening. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is the dominance of one culture over others, particularly through the spread of media and consumer culture. Okay, next question, everybody. Here is on your screen. Next question you have, which of the following best describes the term reification in cultural studies? Option A, the process by which human relations and cultural forms are seen as inherent and unchangeable. Option B, the deconstruction of social norms and practices. Option C, the transformation of abstract ideas into physical forms. And option D, the promotion of new social movements. Reification in cultural studies best describes which of these terms? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option A, that is the process by which human relations and cultural forms are seen as inherent and unchangeable. Next question, everybody. Who coined the term performativity to refer to language or behavior that enacts or produces the very reality it describes, particularly in relation to gender? Option A, Julia Kristeva. Option B, Judith Butler. Option C, Michael Foucault. And option D, Homi K. Bhabha. Correct answer, the term performativity coined by whom? That refers to the language or behavior which enacts or produces the very reality it describes, particularly the focus or keeping the mind in gender. Correct answer of this question is option B, Judith Butler. Judith Butler. This is how you can interpret the questions. Next question, which theorist developed the idea of panopticism? This is the PYQs. Performativity was also PYQs, which describes how surveillance and power operate in society. Option A, Antonio Gramsci. Option B, Michael Foucault. Option C, Edward Said. And option D, Pierre Bourdieu. Correct answer, the idea that was developed by which of these given in options? Panopticism idea given by whom? Correct answer of this question is option B, Michael Foucault. Next question, everybody. Marathon class, that means you are revising also, right? So you must know the answer. And if you don't know, just do concentrate, okay? Next question, which of the following is the primary focus of feminist cultural studies? Option A, the critique of colonialism in post-colonial identities. Option B, the study of how gender, power and sexuality intersect in cultural practices. Option C, the promotion of traditional gender roles in society. And option D, the rejection of all cultural hierarchies. Which of the following is the primary focus of feminist cultural studies? Feminist cultural studies primary focus aim was that. What? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, the study of how gender, power and sexuality intersect in cultural practices. The male dominant societies, that is how gender, the female writers try to separate their ideas, views, opinions on the basis of their writing. Next question, which of the following terms refers to the act of taking elements of a marginalized culture and using them out of context for commercial or aesthetic purpose? Option A, appropriation. Option B, authenticity. Option C, resistance. And option D is that hegemony. What could be the correct answer? Option D, hegemony. It's like I'm writing with a pen, no? Eventually, it mess. Tell me, which of the following terms refers to the act of taking elements of a marginalized culture and using them out of context for commercial or aesthetic purpose? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option A. Appropriation. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is again very important. Now these days NTA is asking about these small concepts, so do not neglect such concepts, terms, theories. Okay, in the context of cultural studies, diaspora refers to option A. You have one second. Option A, you have the process of cultural assimilation by minority groups. Option B, the movement and dispersion of a cultural group from their homeland to other parts of the world. Option C, the study of multiple cultures within a single geographical area. And option D, you have the promotion of nationalism and local traditions. What could be the correct answer? Diaspora, very important. Now these days NT is asking about Dalit writers, diaspora, marginalized groups. So do not neglect such topics, okay? So the correct answer of this question, diaspora, do remember everybody, the people, the group of the people who marginalized or who shifted or who roam around from their homeland. The movement of such people from their homeland to other parts of the world is a diaspora, okay? Do remember. Shifting of the people from one place to another, this search for place to stay. Next question. Which of the following terms refers to the study of the structure and meaning of sounds in a language? Now the question level is changed, topic changed. Which of the following terms refers to the study of the structure and meaning of the sounds in a language? Option A, you have phonetics, B, morphology, option C, syntax, and option D, semantics. This type of questions you're also going to see in your exam. This is also helpful from this TGT and PGT. I'm happy that selected students are becoming the part of this journey, this channel. Serious learner. Correct answer of this question is the study of the structure and meaning of sounds in a language is option A, phonetics. Okay. Next question, everybody. In the field of language pedagogy, the term task-based learning refers to option A, teaching language through explicit grammar exercises, option B, learning language through interactive and communicative tasks focused on real-world situations, option C, the memorization of vocabulary list, option D, the teaching of phonetics through repetition drills. In the field of language pedagogy, the term task-based learning, which of these correct answer? Task-based learning in the field of language pedagogy. Next question, everybody. Sorry, the correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is learning language through interactive and communicative task focused on real-world situations. Next question. Which of the following theories emphasizes the role of innate biological mechanisms in language acquisition as proposed by Noam Chomsky? Option A, behaviorist theory, option B, nativist theory, option C, cognitive theory, and option D, social interactionist theory. Correct answer, everyone. Do share the link to the more people if you are a part of any such group. Correct answer of this question is innate biological mechanism in language acquisition proposed by Noam Chomsky is a nativist theory. Nativist theory. Next question. I'm trying to finish the 100 questions because today I'm not in hurry. I do not have to pick my father. So I am at ease. I will try to put the more questions. Which of the following is a characteristic feature of the communicative approach to the language teaching? Option A, emphasis on grammar and translation. Option B, focus on communicative competence and real world language use. Option C, sole reliance on the teacher for instruction. And option D, limited interaction and practices. Correct answer. You have to find out the characteristic feature of the communicative approach to language teaching. I am teaching by not showing my face, but still trying to make the video classroom active for you by discussing, by suggesting, by telling you everything, by reminding you everything. So this is how a true teacher should do for the students. Correct answer, everybody. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is focus on communicative competence and real world language use is the characteristic feature of the communicative approach to the language teaching. Do remember communicative approach is also now part of questions of NTA UGC net. Next question you have, everyone. The critical period hypothesis in language, that is referred as CPH acquisition, suggests that option A, language acquisition is equally easy at any page. The things that just happen now, I'm not going to edit because the video is going to be long. So if I will edit now, it will take too much time. So I won't do that. I have to upload this at 9:30 a.m. So there is no time to waste. You can understand the error. The critical period hypothesis in language acquisition suggests that option A, language acquisition is equally easy at any age. Option B, language learning is most effective during a specific window of early childhood. Option C, the use of a second language can only happen after the critical period. And option D, language acquisition is solely influenced by environmental factors. Correct answer. Critical period hypothesis in a language acquisition suggest. Correct answer of this question is language learning is most effective during a specific window of early childhood. Next question, everybody. Which of the following best describes the term code switching? Option A, you have the ability to switch between different registers of language in a single conversation. Option B, the use of two languages in a sentence or conversation, especially in bilingual communities. Option C, a teaching strategy used to help students transition from one language to another. And option D, the process of learning a second language by immersion. What could be the correct answer? Code switching. Code switching refers to. Code switching term best describes. Correct answer of the question is the use of two language in a sentence or conversation, especially in bilingual communities. That means I told you once that how speaking one language you suddenly switch to the other because the audience are the people who are in front of you are not able to understand the language you are speaking. So make those people understand the concept, anything clear. You have to switch the language from one to another. Next question you have, the direct method of language teaching emphasizes option A, translation of words and sentences from the target language to the native language. Option B, the use of visual aids and gestures to support vocabulary acquisitions. Option C, using only the target language in the classroom, avoiding translation. And option D, grammar focused drills and rote memorization. The direct method of language teaching emphasizes on which direct method focus? Correct answer of this question is, let's not take too much time on single question. Correct answer of this question is going to be the using only the target language in the classroom, avoiding translation is the direct method. Next question, everyone. Which of the following terms refers to the smallest unit of meaning in a language? This is the PYQ actually. Option A phoneme, option B morpheme, option C syllable, and option D grapheme. Smallest unit of meaning refers to the language, in a language. Correct answer morpheme. Next question. In a language acquisition, the interactive hypothesis proposed by Michael Long emphasizes option B A, the importance of input in language learning, option B, the importance of interactive communication and negotiation of meaning and second language, option C, the role of explicit grammar teaching in learning a language, and option D, the need for bilingual education. Correct answer. In language acquisition, the interaction hypothesis proposed by proposed by Michael Long that emphasized which of these is correct. Do subscribe and share to more and more students. Correct answer of this question is the importance of interactive communication and negotiation of meaning in second language acquisition. Next question, everybody. Which of the following pedagogical method is most closely associated with the development of the whole language approach? Option A, you have structured phonics instruction. One second. Okay, I hope it's visible. Option B, teaching language through immersion and meaning focused activities. Option C, emphasis on formal grammar rules. And option D, focus on repetition and rote memorization. Which of the following pedagogical method is most closely associated with the development of the whole language approach? Whole language approach. What could be the correct answer? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is teaching language through immersion and meaning focused activities. Okay, next question, everyone. Next question you have on your screen is which of the following approaches in language teaching is based on the idea that learning is a social process that involves collaborative interaction? Option A, behaviorist approach, option B, cognitive approach, option C, socio-culture theory, and option D, constructivist approach. Which of the following approach? Correct answer. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is a socio-cultural theory. Socio-cultural theory. Next question you have which of the following best defines the term language register? Option A, a set of rules governing sentence structure. Option B, a variation in language use depending on social context, purpose or audience. Option C, a dialect specific to a region or country. And option D, a system of teaching language to non-native speakers. Language register. Correct answer. Correct answer of the question is option B, that is a variation in language use depending on social context, purpose or audience. This is what language register refers to. Next question you have. In language teaching, the affective filter hypothesis suggests that option A, a learner's emotional state affects their ability to acquire language. Option B, the use of language filter is essential to learning grammar. Option C, teachers should always limit students' emotional response. And option D, emotional intelligence is not necessary for learning a second language. Affective filter hypothesis suggest that you must be telling that how by writing with hand finger ma'am makes messy the page. Correct answer, everybody. Till the time I will set up my classroom properly, this is what you have to face. Sorry. Correct answer of the question is a learner's emotional state affects their ability to acquire language. That is why it is known as affective filter hypothesis in a language teaching. A learner's emotional state affects their ability to acquire language. Next question, to learn any language, the environment factor is most important. Next question you have, where are the options? Okay, see the question first, then we will go to the next page. Next question you have, which of the following terms refers to a cognitive process in language learning where learners make educated guesses about the meaning of unfamiliar words or phrases based on context? Option A, you have metacognition. Option B, you have contextualization. Option C, inference. And option D, chunking. Correct answer? Read the question again. Which of the following terms refers to a cognitive process in language learning where learners make educated guesses about the meaning of unfamiliar words or phrase based on the context? Correct answer, everybody. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is inference. Next question you have, we have finished the 230 questions. That means 30 questions. Question you have, which of the following is not a principle of communicative language teaching? Option A, emphasis on communication and fluency. Option B, encouraging spontaneous language use. Option C, focus on error correction and form focused instruction. And option D, use of real life materials and authentic task. Not a principle of communicative language teaching. What could be the correct answer? Try to guess the correct answer, everyone. I hope you will get. So the correct answer of the question is option C, that is focus on error correction and form focused instruction. Okay. Next question you have, in the field of applied linguistics, the term language interference refers to option A, the phenomenon when learners apply rules from their first language to the target language. Option B, the influence of external factors such as culture on language learning. Option C, the merging of two languages in bilingual communities. And option D, the unconscious learning of language patterns. What could be the correct answer? In the field of applied linguistics, the term language inference refers to. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option A, that is the phenomena when learners apply rules from their first language to the target language. Next question you have, which of the following teaching strategies is associated with the silent way of developed by Caleb Gattigno? Option A, you have teacher directed grammar lessons. Option B, focus on learners self correction and problem solving through guided discovery. Option C, the use of multimedia resources to teach vocabulary. And option D, extensive reading and listening comprehension exercises. What could be the correct answer? Silent way developed by Caleb Gattingo. Correct answer of the question is option B, that is focus on learners self correction and problem solving through guided discovery is the silent way teaching strategies. Next question you have, next question, in language pedagogy, which method focuses on the explicit teaching of grammar through direct instruction followed by practice in communicative task? Option A, you have task based language teaching. Option B, grammar translation method. Option C, audio lingual method. And option D, the lexical approach. In language pedagogy, which method focuses on the explicit teaching of grammar through direct instruction? Correct answer? Correct answer of the question is the lexical approach. Option D, the lexical approach. Next question. Next question you have, Which of the following theories emphasizes the role of cognition, particularly mental processes such as attention, memory, and problem solving in second language acquisition? Option A, behaviorist theory. Option B, constructivist theory. Option C, cognitive theory. And option D, socio-cultural theory. What could be the correct answer? Which of these theories emphasizes the role of cognition, particularly mental processes, such as your attention, your memory, and the skills of problem solving in second language acquisition? Correct answer of the question is cognitive theory. It is related to your thought process. Correct. Next question you have, which of the following terms refers to the study of meaning in language, including word meanings, sentence meanings, and the interpretation of meaning in context? Option A, pragmatics. Option B, syntax. Option C, semantics. And option D, phonology. Correct answer. Which of the following terms refers to the study of meaning in language, including word meanings, sentence meanings, and the interpretation? Correct answer of the question is semantics. The study of meaning in a language is called semantics. Next question you have, which of the following best defines interlanguage? Interlanguage. Option A, you have a completely incorrect form of target language. Option B, a mixture of two languages used simultaneously. Option C, a transitional linguistic system constructed by a learner during second language acquisition. And option D, you have a regional dialect of a language. What could be the correct answer? Interlanguage best defines which of these given options is the correct fit? Correct answer of the question is option A, that is a transitional linguistic system constructed by a learner during second language acquisition. This is the correct answer, option C. Next question you have, who proposed the monitor model in second language acquisition theory? Option A, Stephen Krashen. Option B, Noam Chomsky. Option C, Michael Halliday. Option D, Lev Vygotsky. Correct answer, monitor model in second language acquisition. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option A, Stephen Krashen. Next question you have on your screen, which of these is a bottom up approach in a language learning? Option A, using context to infer meaning. Option B, starting from the whole text and deducing parts. Option C, focusing on decoding sounds, words, and grammar first. Option D, using usual and context clues. What could be the correct answer? Bottom up approach in language learning. Correct answer, everybody. Option C, that is focusing on decoding sounds, words, and grammar first. Next question you have, the method that uses repetition, drills, and reinforcement in language teaching is option A, communicative method. Option B, grammar translation method. Option C, audiolingual method. Or option D, total physical response. Repetition, drills, and reinforcement. Reinforcement in language teaching is a method that uses which of the given options? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is audiolingual method. Next question you have, which of the following focuses on the use of real life situations and role play in the classroom? Option A, you have structural approach. Option B, direct method. Option C, communicative language teaching. And option D, translation method. What could be the correct answer? Which of the following focuses on the use of real life situations and role play in the classroom? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is communicative language teaching, option C. Next question you have, The lexical approach in language teaching emphasizes a syntax and sentence structure. Option B, learning grammar rules first. Option C, teaching chunks and collocations of words. Option D, phonetic transcription drills. What could be the correct answer? How sequence wise the marathon class questions are included? So I want you to not miss any single questions or single class. It's a peak time for you to prepare well. Revise more and more. Correct answer of the question is the lexical approach in language teaching emphasizes teaching chunks and collocations of words. That is option C is the correct answer. Okay. Next question you have. Which of the following is considered an extra linguistic feature of language? Option A, phonology. Option B, grammar. Option C, body language. And option D, morphology. Considered an extra linguistic feature of a language. What could be the correct answer, everybody? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is a body language. Next question you have. The natural order hypothesis claims that option A, all languages are learned in the same sequence. Option B, grammatical structures are acquired in predictable order. Option C, vocabulary is acquired before grammar. And option D, writing comes before speaking in L2 learning, that is second language. The natural order hypothesis claims. What does it? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option B, that is grammatical structures are acquired in predictable order. This is what natural order hypothesis claims. Next question you have. Again, it's important which of the following is a meta-linguistic function of language. Option A, you have asking for food. Option B, expressing emotions. Option C, explaining language rules. And option D, issuing commands. Meta-linguistic function of language, it's very important. Meta-linguistic function of language. Correct answer of the question is explaining language rules. Explaining language rules is the correct answer. Next question you have. Which language theory focuses on language as a system of signs and symbols in society? Option A, you have cognitive theory. Option B, behaviorist theory. Option C, structuralist theory. And option D, sociolinguistic theory. What could be the correct answer? Which language theory focuses on language as a system of signs and symbols in society? This type of question now more falls in a pattern like assertion and reason and a statement type. So I have brought or included such questions while asking these questions. No problem, I will bring more questions from such type of including the pattern, assertion and statement type. Correct answer of the question is that the theory focuses on language as a system of signs and symbols is sociolinguistic theory. Okay, this is the correct answer, everybody. Next question. Finally, we have finished the 50 questions today in the marathon 3. So I want you everybody to do subscribe and share this channel to more and more students who are also preparing for their dream to become an assistant professor or any other English literature exam, that is a UGC, apart from UGC net, TGT PGT exam, whether it's DITR plus B or UP or any other states. Okay, so 50 questions we have finished, and now we are going to move on to the next question. Do subscribe if you have just joined, or if you are new to the channel. Let me tell you that we are we are doing the marathon 3 for the UGC net English literature, that is the paper 2. paper 2 class, English literature. Okay. Next question you have, everybody. Which theory of language acquisition emphasizes stimulus response reinforcement? Option A, nativist theory. Option B, behaviorist theory. Option C, cognitive theory. And option D, interactionist theory. Stimulus response reinforcement. What could be the correct answer? Theory of language acquisition emphasizes. Correct answer of the question is behaviorist theory. Okay. Next question you have, Noam Chomsky introduced the concept of option A, operant conditioning. Option B, universal grammar. Option C, constructivism. Option D, zone of proximal development. What could be the correct answer? Noam Chomsky introduced the concept. By which of these options could be the correct answer? Introduced by Noam Chomsky. So the correct answer of the question is going to be the option B, that is universal grammar. Next question you have, in applied linguistics, L1 refers to option A, linguistic competence, option B, first language or mother tongue, option C, second language, and option D, lexical variation. L1 refers to. We learn L2 and L1, what could be the correct answer? What does it mean? L1 refers to the option B, first language or our mother tongue, the language we spoke by birth by learning from our parents, very first language. Next question you have on your screen, which among the following is a receptive skill in a language learning? Option A, speaking. Option B, writing. Option C, reading. And option D, translating. Receptive skills. Remember the concept given by Derrida, coding, decoding, encoding. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, reading. Okay. Next question you have, hypocritical period hypothesis. Option The critical period hypothesis suggests that option A, language cannot be learned after puberty. Option B, language learning is most effective during a specific early age range. Option C, vocabulary acquisition stops after adolescence. And option D, grammar is best taught in adulthood. Critical period hypothesis suggests it happens. Correct answer, everyone. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option B, that is language learning is most effective during a specific early age range. Next question you have, which component of language focuses on the structure and rules for sentence formation? Option A you have semantics, option B phonetics, option C syntax, and option D pragmatics. What could be the correct answer? Which component of language focuses on the structure and rules for sentence formation? Structure and rules for sentence formation. Correct answer of the question is syntax. Syntax. The questions are more related to the language now. Let me see if we have different questions. Code switching we have done. Communicative language we have also finished. This question, when did English become a major language in India, largely due to British colonial influence? Option A you have 1600s, option B 1700, option C 1800, and option D 1900. You have seen the options already. When did English become a major language in India, largely because of British colonial influence? How they brought the changes in education by introducing English in India, I have discussed. Correct answer 1700, option B. Next question. Yes, from there this we can start. Next question you have, who is regarded as one of the earliest proponents of using English in Indian education, particularly in the context of the British Empire's agenda? Option A you have Mahatma Gandhi, option B Raja Ram Mohan Roy, option C William Carey, and option D Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Earliest proponents of using English in Indian education. Correct answer of the question is option C, William Carey. Next question, everybody. Do watch till end because I will tell you something important. Which of the following acts played a pivotal role in the institutionalization of English as the medium of instruction in India? Institutionalization. Option A, the Charter Act of 1813. Option B, the Indian Education Act of 1835. Option C, the Government of India Act 1935. And option D, the Montagu Chelmsford Reforms. What could be the correct answer? Pivotal role in the institutionalization of English as the medium of instruction in India. Correct answer, everybody, the Indian Education Act of 1835. Next question you have, who was responsible for the establishment of the first English language press in India? Option A, James Bell. Option B, Henry Louis Vivin de Rosio. This is very important. Option C, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, and option D, Charles Metcalfe. The person who was responsible for the establishment of the first English language press in India. Correct answer of the question is Raja Ram Mohan Roy. That is option C. Next question you have, which of the following is the main reason English continues to be widely spoken in India? Option A, its uses as a first language. Option B, its uses in religious texts. Option C, its role as a language of administration, education, and business. And option D, its inclusion in the Indian Constitution as the official language. What is the reason, main reason that now English continues to be widely spoken by the Indians? Correct answer, everybody. Its role as a language of administration, education, and business. Administration, that is why the Britishers started educating the Indians because they wanted to use. Next question, everybody. The influence of English in India has led to the emergence of which of the following dialects of English? Option A, Hinglish. Option B, Spanish. Option C, Franglish. And option D, Chinglish. The influence of English in India has led to the emergence of which of the following dialects of English? You and me know the better. Correct answer, Hinglish. Hinglish. How we use English and Hindi together. Code switching. Suddenly we jump to the Hindi or English while speaking one of the language. Next question you have, which of the following was a major concern raised by Gandhiji regarding the use of English in Indian education? Option A, it would dilute traditional Indian culture and values. Option B, it would be a tool of oppression and control by the British. Option C, it would limit the scope of Sanskrit studies. And option D, it would make India more dependent on foreign ideas. Major concern raised by Gandhiji regarding the use of English in Indian education, that what would we lost if we will more learn English? Correct answer, it would be a tool of operation and control by the British. Earlier the Britishers were actually try to control the Indians now. Next question, which of the following is the primary feature of Indian English? Option A, it's a strict adherence to British grammatical structure. Option B, its unique vocabulary and idiomatic expression influenced by regional languages. Option C, its complete reliance on formal structure. And option D, its similarity to American English. What could be the correct answer? Correct answer. The primary feature of Indian English is its unique vocabulary and idiomatic expression influenced by regional languages. That English is become more interesting when we combined Hindi. When we speak with Hindi, this has become the Indian's identity, that this is how we speak. We can't go fully English. Next question you have, the evolution of Indian English literature can be traced back to which of the following? Option A, the arrival of English education in India in the 19th century. Option B, the influence of the British monarchy. And option C, the arrival of Christian missionaries in the 16th century. And option D, the independence movement of the early 20th century. Evolution of Indian English literature can be traced back to which of the following? Do let me know the correct answer, and please do share this link to more and more students. Also do subscribe if you have just joined, and if you are watching, do subscribe and press the bell icon for the latest informations and updates. So the correct answer of the question is the arrival of English education in India in the 19th century, that is option A. Next question you have, which event significantly changed the perception of English in India, shifting it from a colonial tool to a modern global language? Option A, the Indian independence movement. Option B, the rise of the IT industry in India in the late 20th century. And option C, the publication of Indian English literature in the 1970s. And option D, the nationalization of English medium schools. What could be the correct answer? Which event significantly changed the perception of English in India, shifting it from a colonial tool to a modern global language? Correct answer, everybody? Correct answer of the question is the rise of the IT industry in India in the late 20th century. By educating Indian English language, this has definitely created a mass in our India in the field of everything. It has supported to develop and compete with the world. Next question you have, which of the following figure is most associated with the promotion of English as a means of uniting the diverse linguistic communities in India? Option A, Jawaharlal Nehru. Option B, B.R. Ambedkar. Option C, Raja Gopalachari. And option D, Lala Lajpat Rai. The figure that is most associated with the promotion of English as a means of uniting the diverse linguistic communities of India. Correct answer of the question is going to be the option A, Jawaharlal Nehru. Next question. Which institution played a significant role in the introduction of English as a medium of higher education in India? This is very important. Option A, the University of Calcutta. Option B, the University of Oxford. Option C, the University of Delhi. And option D, the University of Cambridge. Correct answer, everyone? The institute that played a significant role in the introduction of English as a medium of higher education. Correct answer of the question is going to be the University of Calcutta. This is the university who introduced the English language first. Okay, do remember. Which of the following Indian writers is most renowned for integrating English with the Indian sensibilities in literature? Again, it's very important. R.K. Narayan, option A. Option B, Rabindranath Tagore. Option C, Vikram Seth. And option D, Kamala Das. Indian writers who is most renowned for integrating English with Indian sensibilities in literature is option A, R.K. Narayan. Next question you have, which moment in the 20th century significantly influenced the global acceptance of English as a language of education and business in India? Option A, the non cooperation movement. Option B, the Green Revolution. Option C, the liberalization of the Indian economy in the 1990s. Option D, the emergency period. What could be the correct answer? Which movement in the 20th century significantly influenced the global acceptance of English as a language of education and business? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is the liberalization of the Indian economy in the 1990s. Next question you have, what is the future of English in India according to many scholars and policymakers? Option A, it will be gradually replaced by regional language. Option B, it will be continue to be the dominant language in education, business and administration. Option C, it will be eliminated in favor of Hindi. And option D, it will only be used in international settings. Correct answer. The future of English in India according to many scholars. The scholars who put their opinion, thought, views that what could be the future of English in India. Correct answer, everybody? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option B, that is, it will continue to be the dominant language in education, business, and administration. Next question you have, which of the following factors has contributed to the most to the spread of English in post colonial India? Option A, you have the prevalence of English in Bollywood. Option B, the establishment of English medium schools by the British. Option C, the economic reforms and the growth of the IT sector. And option D, the rise of English language newspapers in India. The factors that contributed to most to the spread of English in post-colonial India. Became the which factor actually contributed in post colonial India to spread the English? Popularized English in post colonial India. Which factor? Correct answer, the factor is economic reforms and growth of the IT sector. Next question you have, which language in India is often considered a link language alongside English, especially in the context of national integration? Option A, Hindi. Option B, Bengali. Option C, Telugu. And option D, Tamil. Link language in India is often considered alongside English, especially in the context of national integration. Correct answer of the question is Hindi. Option C, option A, Hindi. Next question we have, in which year did the Indian government officially declare English as an associate official language in the Indian Constitution? Option A, it's a PYQs. Option A, 1947. Option B, 1950. Option C, 1963. And option D, 1967. I will bring one of the PYQs also. Correct option, correct answer of the question is 1950. That is option B. Next question you have on your screen. Which of the following best describes the role of English in the Indian media? Option A, it is predominantly used for regional news coverage. Option B, it serves as the primary language of elite and global communication. Option C, it is used only in print media. And option D, it is not widely used in Indian media. Following best describes the role of English in Indian media. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is, it serves as the primary language of elite and global communication. Next question. Let me see if there are more important questions. Which of the following is a major criticism of the use of English in Indian education? Option A, it has led to the decline of regional languages. Option B, it is exclusively used for administrative purpose. Option C, it has replaced Hindi as the national language. Option D, it has limited access to higher education for rural students. What could be the correct answer? Major criticism of the use of English in Indian education. Correct answer of the question is option D, that is, it has limited access to higher education for rural students. This is absolutely correct. Next question. Which of the following movements emphasize the promotion of indigenous languages over English in the Indian context? Option A, the non-cooperative movement. Option B, the anti-English movement. Option C, the Swadeshi movement. And option D, the Vernacular Press Act. Promotion of indigenous languages over English in Indian. Correct answer of the question is the Swadeshi movement. Option C. Next question you have now from here, the question is going to be important. Who is considered the father of Indian English literature for his pioneering work in establishing English as a literary medium in English? What could be the correct answer, everybody? Option A, R.K. Narayan. Option B, Mulkraj Anand. Option C, Rabindranath Tagore. And option D, Henry Louis Vivian Desrosiers. What could be the correct answer? Father of Indian English literature. Correct answer? Correct answer of the question is going to be the option D, Henry Louis Vivian Desrosiers. Okay? Correct. Next question you have. Which of the following statement best reflects the relationship between English and regional languages in India? Let's just skip this question. Yes, this is important. Which Indian writer is credited with the introduction of English as a medium of communication in Indian literature, particularly through the works of fiction? Option A, you have Aurobindo Ghosh. Option B Ismat Chugatai. Option C Shashi Tharoor. And option D KK N Daruwala. What could be the correct answer? The Indian writer that is who is credited with the introduction of English as a medium of communication in Indian literature, particularly through the works of fiction. Correct answer, Aurobindo Ghosh. Next question you have. Next question you have, which of the following Indian English authors is known for the theme of post-colonial identity and the challenges of cultural integration? Option A, Arundhati Roy. Option B, Vikram Seth. Option C, Salman Rushdie. And option D, Kamla Das. What could be the correct answer? Indian English authors that is known for the theme of post-colonial identity and the challenges. So the correct answer of the question is going to be the option C, that is Salman Rushdie. Next question, everybody. The use of English in India has contributed to the development of unique variety of English, often referred to as option A, Anglophone English, option B, Pidgin English, option C, Indian English, or option D, Creole English. The use of English in India has contributed to the development of a unique variety of English. What could be the correct answer? Correct answer of the question is going to be the Indian English, option C. Next question. Let me see if this question is important. Let's move on to the next question. Yes. Which of the following Indian authors is considered a prominent figure in the development of Indian writing in English? Important. Option A, you have Arvind Adiga. Option B, Chetan Bhagat. Option C, R.K. Narayan. And option D, M.G. Vasantji. What could be the correct answer? The Indian authors that is considered a prominent figure in the development of Indian writing. Correct answer of the question is option C, that is R.K. Narayan. See, the answer is same, but the question is totally different. How question is twisted. Next question, everybody. Which event is considered a turning point in the acceptance of English as a language of higher education in India? Turning point. Option A, you have the introduction of the first English medium school. Option B, the establishment of the University of Calcutta in 1857. Option C, the passing of the Indian Universities Act of 1904. And option D, the founding of Jawaharlal Nehru University in 1969. What could be the correct answer? The turning point in the acceptance of English as a language of higher education. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is the establishment of the University of Calcutta in 1857. Remember, NTA will ask you the year also, that in which year the specific university was established. Next question. Skip this question, everybody. Yes. Which of the following Indian writer is known for their exploration of the Indian English language through themes of identity, culture, and post-colonialism? Option A, you have Kamala Das. Option B, Shashi Tharoor. Option C, Arvind Adiga. And option D, Mulkraj Anand. Exploration of the Indian English language through the themes of identity. When the English language was introduced and the Indian writers giving their hand, they explore everything in their writing, through their writing. Okay, so correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, Shashi Tharoor. Next question, everybody. Yes, this is the important. Which British colonial policy significantly impacted the spread of English in India during the 19th century? Option A, the doctrine of lapse. Option B, the Bengal Renaissance. Option C, the English Education Act of 1835. And option D, the non-cooperation movement. British colonial policy that significantly impacted the spread of English in India during 19th century. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option C, that is the English Education Act of 1835. Next question. Yes, this is very important. What is the main reason for the increasing use of English in Indian higher education? Option A, the historical dominance of English during British rule. Option B, the global demand for English proficiency in professional fields. Option C, English is the first language of Indian students. And option D, the economic benefits of studying in English. What could be the correct answer? Reason for the increasing use of English in Indian higher education. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option B, that is the global demand for English proficiency in professional fields. Next question. Let's skip this. Yes. Next question, we have the spread of English in India has significantly shaped the field of Indian literature. Which of the following was the first Indian English language novel? Option A, Untouchable by Mulkraj Anand. Option B, The Guide by R.K. Narayan. Option C, The Lives of Others by K.K. N. Daruwala. Option D, Raj Mohan's Wife by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. The first English language novel that plays significant role to shape the field of Indian literature. Correct answer of this question is going to be the option D, that is Raj Mohan's Wife by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Next question, everybody. Let's skip this. Let me see if there is any important questions left. Let's do the last one. The rise of the question 300 we have. I have skipped the undemanding questions. The rise of which industry in India has been crucial in solidifying English as the dominant language of professional communication? Option A, textile industry. Option B, tourism. Option C, information technology. And option D, agriculture. Do remember, the rise of which industry in India has been crucial in solidifying English as the dominant language of professional communication. What could be the correct answer? Correct answer of this question is going to be the option C, that is the information technology. Correct? Option C. Okay, so this is all for today. We have finally finished the 300 questions from the Marathon Class 3, skipping the undemanding questions. So
I want you everybody to do like, share, and subscribe the channel and prepare, do revise, give mock test by setting the timer as I have told you and suggested you earlier. So at the last, I told you that there is a surprise. So surprise is that I would like to tell you that uh, quick revision series I wanted to start by 2 p.m. If you are okay with that, do let me know, or we will continue with our time, that is 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. I was thinking to bring the concept wise important short videos, and at 2 p.m. I was thinking to bring the quick revision series. Do let me know what could be the beneficial or befitted for you according to your time. Okay, don't worry, I have prepared some good questions on the specific topic which I have asked you on Telegram, but you could not tell. It's okay. You do not need to take a stress. This is the peak time for your preparation. So just focus and be positive. And till then, what you have to do, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and like if you are watching the video, and share to the students who are also preparing. And this is all for today. Do take care of yourself, do revise, and bye bye. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.